Before we start this video, please take a moment to like, share this video, and also hit that subscription button. Very important. It moves us up in the algorithm. Also, be sure, leave a comment. Tell us what you think of the video as well. And finally, be sure to check out our merch shop at shopq2cast.com. This particular month, we have our back to school special going on. There is a additional 15% off your purchase. Promo code NOTEBOOK. So do check it out at shopq2cast.com. Let's get on with the video. Well, let's get in a little bit of anime news this week. Because I know some of you out there, you want to hear some good news out there. You want to hear some good news, no bad news. I know there's been a lot going on. I mean, we're coming into the end of the summer, going into the fall season. There's a lot coming out. I mean, there's so much anime out there. I haven't even caught up. I'm still in the early part of this year. For example, I just finished Goblin Slayer. I'm still in the middle of Shield Hero. I just finished the Kaiju one, Kaiju number 8. There's still a bunch more that I still got to get through. I've started, haven't got through. There's been so much going on. I mean, even though we've moved to this new facility, there's still so much setup. We've had one of our systems has broken down and we have to replace it. In fact, we're just in the middle of swiping out a lot of the hard drives so we can transfer it over to a smaller temporary system until we can get a full system back operating again. But, there's a lot, like I said, there's a lot that is coming. One of the things, one of the animes that I caught very late. In fact, I didn't catch it until the end of the second season. That's how late I caught it because it just didn't come up in my search. Because at that time there was a lot more on there as well. So that's one thing. That's one thing great about anime. You had to say to yourself, it's unlike what's going on in Hollywood and Disney and all these companies. There's so much rich content out there. There's so many rich shows, movies that you can watch. There's older stuff. There's older stuff that I'm finally getting to after so many years because they've remastered it, and some of them has been dubbed nicely. And, I'm starting to catch up with those as well. And there's a lot of others that, I'm starting to rewatch again. Like Galaxy Express. I've mentioned it many, many times before. I'm starting to rewatch Galaxy Express, hoping that they'll do an English dub one of these days, even though the movie has an English dub, but the TV series itself doesn't have one. And I would love to see an Iku-san return back to the streaming. I would love to see it on streaming with a remaster, and maybe luckily we get an English dub. It's such a great little show. I mean, it's something that's a lot of fun. It's about a little monk. It's about a little monk in a monastery, and it's a lot of fun, and he helps people. But let's get to this. The series I'm talking about is Artefruta, excuse me if I mispronounced that, From a Commonplace to World's Strongest. It is getting a season 3. We've discussed this before a while back on there, but now, what do we have now? We do have an actual premiere date. It is set. It's set coming this fall. This is a great sign that this is happening. We did leave off on there on a great battle to the situation. It wasn't a cliffhanger like some of the other animes that have been out recently. But there's a lot more that they can do with this series coming forward. And it's been 3 years. So remember that. It's 3 years, since they've done this. So it's, that since they first announced season 3. So it's been a long time. But let's read into this. And this is out of Otaku USA Magazine. It is almost 3 years since From Commonplace to World's Strongest Season 3 was first announced. Now there's finally a date in place for the long-awaited new season, which will kick off its broadcast in Japan on October 14th at 11 p.m. Japan time. Depends on when we'll get it. This is probably going to be like It's a Monday. It's a Monday our time. Monday our time. Well, actually, Monday Japan time. So we'll probably get it on a Monday by Monday afternoon or when it hits U.S. Probably if Crunchyroll picks it up or one of the others. Most likely it's going to end up on Crunchyroll because you can see it now on Crunchyroll. It may go to Hulu. You might get it live direct to Hulu because Hulu does simulcasts week to week on there as well. The third season has been locked in for 16 episodes, and you can see a set of adapted character visuals, which we have on our screen right now. The Artifuda anime has Akira Iwan as director, with Soichi Sato on the series composition, Chika Kojima on character designs, and Ryo Takahashi on music for the series. J Novel Club publishes the original light novels written by Ryo Shirakomi, illustrated by Takahashi, digitally with 7 Seas Entertainment handling the print version as well. Now, supposedly this is most likely this will hit Crunchyroll. I'm going to give if you've not seen this series, if you've not gone through, I'm going to give you the synopsis that's been written on the Otaku magazine. They always give a good synopsis on there. 17-year-old Haji Nagamura is your average everyday otaku. However, his simple life of pulling all-nighters and sleeping in school is suddenly turned upside down when he, along with the rest of his class, is summoned to a fantasy world. They're treated like heroes and tasked with the duty of saving the human race from utter extinction. But what should have been any otaku's wet dream quickly turns into Hajime's nightmare. While the rest of his class are blessed with godlike powers, Hajime Job Synergist has only one single transmutation skill. Ridiculed and bullied by his classmates for being weak, he soon finds himself in despair. Will he be able to survive this dangerous world of monsters and demons and only a glorified blacksmith level of strength? But if you're familiar with the series and you've gone through season 2, you know this has totally changed. He is, OP. He has gone OP to the situation for what he's done. He's a completely different person from when he got there, and it's not too often. Most of the time, when you get pulled into, these izakais, when you get pulled into another world, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 of you maximum, not a whole class, including your teacher. I love the teacher character in this because she's always like trying to, now you can't be doing this, you can't kill this person, that kind of situation. That's some levity, but you see the dangers of this type of situation, which basically, just the first episode alone, just hands down is just insane, batshit insane. What happens to Hajime? He ends up getting flipped over, a cliff down into a cave chasm, and left for dead, and basically badly injured, and has to survive down there with all these creatures and monsters and everything, and he has to fight through it and try to survive. Ends up, of course, obviously surviving, meeting with a vampire girl, and ended up escaping, but ended up gaining power and finding out the true nature. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but there is a true nature of what is going on in this world, and it is just literally, that's just insane of what is going on in this world. The reason why all of this is just, they are all, to the situation. I don't want to give it away too much, but they're all, being used in certain ways. And the battles are just amazing. But the other best part is that with the powers he gains, he basically brings sort of like almost weapons from his world and vehicles and stuff like that. There's motorcycles, there's ATVs, there are rocket launchers, handguns, and stuff like that. Everyone else is using swords. He's using high-end weaponry against some of these monsters, and the others that are with him, his harem, as I would say on there, because yes, he does have somewhat of a harem, from the vampire girl to the bunny girl to the dragon girl, and so on. And he probably is going to have a lot more in season 3. But it is a fun anime. I mean, I can't believe I keep rewatching this every once in a while. I go through the 2 seasons because it happens to be, like I said, it's batshit insane as far as the violence, but it has a comedic aspect to it as well. But it has a great story, and I'm surprised this hasn't been pushed on the forefront. I mean, it is really, really good. I mean, like I said, I've said it in another video, when you have stuff like this.
What are you doing?
And sorry if I had to add that part. But yeah, that every time I see that scene, when you see it, because I'm not showing it entirely, because fortunately the YouTube gods may throw a curse on me for that, but it is an insane scene in the entire series. I think is that toward the end of season 1. I think that's toward the end of season 1. And it introduces the dragon girl, the dragon lady, and she's also just insanely horny through the whole thing. So BDSM, bondage and discipline, to the situation. But, let me know in the comments below, what are your thoughts about this? I mean, it is great to see this back again. There have been some preview trailers, sort of like a quick glimpse to the series on there. There's a lot to come. And I think they're going to be focusing more into the Bunny Girls tribe, to basically... I guess that's going to be coming a full circle as far as that, because I know they're going to have to go back to that chamber that is in that forest, so that you're going to have to come full circle on that story as well. So let me know in the comments. Have you seen it? Have you liked it? Have you hated it? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to share this video, hit the like, and hopefully today's the day I've earned your subscription. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we're a little bit over 1120 on there, trying to reach the 2,000 mark before the end of 2024. We do really appreciate it on there. Stay tuned. We have a little bit of message at the end of this, as always, on there. Thanks for the support. Thank you for watching. We will see you on the next video. So long.
Thanks for watching, commenting, and sharing this video. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe, as this helps the reach of this channel. Finally, as a content viewer, you have the ability to help support this channel, as new internet laws around the world will diminish our reach and affect our sponsors. If you choose to help, there are 2 ways, listed in the description below. The first link will lead you to a pay site where you can make a monetary donation. The second will lead you to our gear shop, where you can buy shirts, mugs, and other gear. Discounts will be listed on the site. Once again, thank you for watching and your support.